The subway station is near the European Union headquarters. Rescue crews had to set up a treatment center there in a local pub just to help those who were injured. We understand, too, that this has now been officially declared as a suicide bomb attack, at least at the airport. Belgium officials, too, are still trying to figure out who is responsible for this. Even France has beefed up its security at airports, too, neighboring France. Belgium is located northeast of France, west of Germany, and south of the Netherlands. This obviously is in Europe. We can also tell you that we've been understanding that the flights going into that airport have been diverted and all flights have been canceled going out. As Java just told us, now the broken water line discovered Monday night. ABC 3340 Stephen Quinn live from the scene on Valley Avenue. Now, Stephen, are they making any progress repairing it? I'm Wendell live on the scene in Pratt City. Take a look behind me right now. Firefighters are looking for one person unaccounted for. This was a house fire here in Birmingham in the Pratt City area in the 500 block of Avenue G. Here's what we know. This fire broke out around 4:30, just after 4:30 this morning. It was an initial call of a person trapped. All we know now from an update from the battalion chief here now is they are looking for a person that is unaccounted for. We are working to learn a sex, a name, an identity, and an age. We do know the fire is under control, but at one point you could see flames shooting from the back of the house on top of the roof. Again, right now in Pratt City in the 500 block of Avenue G, one person unaccounted for as firefighters go through this house trying to find them. We do know the fire is under control and they're working to find that missing person. Our cameras were rolling when it ended off Highway 9, just off Highway 31. ABC 3340 had a crew in Blount County when the suspects flew past them, driving into oncoming traffic. When we caught up, the suspects had crashed through a closed railroad track and ended up in a ditch. What does this mean for the GOP as a whole? Because so many Republicans are looking for that established conservative, and he certainly is kind of making that different.
Well, he is. He doesn't seem to have a lot of boundaries.
Let's talk about moving the primary up to be on Super Tuesday, Alabama's first time on this state. How has that energized the GOP here in Alabama?
Oh, it's massively.
Real quickly, what weight do endorsements have? We had our governor, Robert Bentley, endorsing John Kasich, who is still in the race. Jeff Sessions just endorsed Donald Trump. Does that count?
For some people it does, sure.
James, I had to check the calendar a couple times today. I'm like, is it February? You know, I'm on this split shift. So it was one of those days like, ooh, do I actually really have to go back to work? It was gorgeous today.
You can go out in the parking lot if you want to. We can take this thing out here.
I kind of wanted to play hooky, like to go to the park and just bask in this sun. How did it get today? How hot?
67, and that's actually only about 5 degrees above average. We are down here in the deep south, but this is gorgeous. Let's look at our 7-day.
More than a dozen police officers filled an East Birmingham neighborhood Wednesday. They were there to talk to residents during a community walk. It's part of the effort to improve relations between police and residents. Chief A.C. Roper says it's all just about walking and talking to people. He hopes this helps quell any fears people may have about our local police officers. A new study says the military is not doing enough to help the thousands of American troops who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. Researchers looked at 40,000 cases and found that many troops with PTSD are depressed or not getting even the minimum number of therapy sessions that the military says they need. The company behind Pokemon Go is offering people a way to have Pokestops and gyms removed from the game. Some businesses and people who live near those stops are already upset over having the sites nearby. Niantic Labs has a forum now under the support section of its website. People can click on submit a request to get to it. Removal requests require people to submit the name of the Pokestop, its location, and the reason why they want it removed. Almost half of children born in the U.S. today are born to unwed parents. Less than 20% of those separated or divorced couples have shared parenting, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. As special correspondent Sheila Gray reports in Family 411, some parents say laws haven't kept up with the trends.
At a Yankees game last night, it almost ended in disaster.
Almost is the key word. Take a look. Andrew Fox was about to propose to his girlfriend, Heather, but when he opened the box, he dropped the ring and couldn't find it. Fans around him, his girlfriend, started looking for it frantically, and finally she found it. It was in the cuff of her pants. But it was an intense 5 minutes there. But all ended well, as you can see. She kissed him and hugged him, and yes, she said yes.
glad she said yes. Otherwise, that would have been a major fail.
Can you imagine those 5 minutes, you know, that ring, that
She's like,
moment?
what are you doing?
Talk about an epic fail, but thank goodness it all ended up okay. That is your ABC 3340 Fastcast.